Oh, hi, Peripheral Finn here with some Road to Blackout gameplay for you. Oh, shit. That's not what this is. Let me rewind quick. Oh, hi, Peripheral Finn here with some Road to Gold gameplay. This is some AWine 44 gameplay, match 46 on his Road to Gold, Road to Glory stretch of matches using the ACR. As you can see, he is using the Specialist um, perks here, um, which means that he's already picked up his Assassin perk on top of he's got Hardline running. He's using a silenced ACR. We are playing Carbon Domination. Those are the stairs. Should go up them. Playing some Carbon Domination with a sick foursome of guys that are... Wow, sick leg here. What the fuck? It's like in Groundhog's Day. Anyway, playing Carbon, got a foursome here of Stewie, who died, I think, because he's no longer in this world, or at least in the YouTube world. KG21 rules, Peripheral Finn, and AWine44, who you're watching firsthand right here. Trying to get B on Carbon, and apparently getting quickscoped or some shit there. But, yeah, he is using a silenced ACR with the Autumn camo. And really just kind of rock that gun to gold. Alright, enough gameplay talk, at least for now. I actually have some topics. I'm not going to do a live comm. I am not going to do a lot of gameplay talk. You will see it. I'm pretty sure AWine has a good match. I can be pretty confident that we win this match. Because that's what we do in fucking Dom. So, anyway. Had a pretty fun conversation over email the other day with a group of buddies. Oftentimes when we try to not work when we're at work, we hit up email hard. And the topic of the day was brought out by KG21 Rules, actually. And it started off, I'm going to expand on it. It started off as, you're stuck on a desert island. You have any two songs and any two movies. Now, you don't have the album, you just have the songs, and you just have two movies. Any two. Now, you can make assumptions. I'm actually going to expand on this and say two songs, two movies, two books, and two women. So, for funsies, I'm going to put down some ground rules for it. So, like, obviously you have everything that you would need to watch movies. You have everything you need to listen to music. You would have eyes to read books, obviously, and you'd have a dick to fuck hot women. So, all of the things, there's no tricks to this question. You're on an island. You're stuck there, at least for 20 years, say. And that's what we're gonna do. So, what would you do? I'm gonna go out with mine. Maybe explain them a little bit, and yeah, we'll see how far that takes us in this commentary. So, I'll do books first. That's probably the most boring, and probably the one that people don't even want to answer. But I think I had a hard time kind of coming up with books. I had some options. I'm a little bit nerdy when it comes to books. I still read I read mostly fiction. I wouldn't say teen fiction, but sort of teen fiction. So I thought about books. Like, I actually really liked Hunger Games. Really liked the Harry Potter series, etc. But I think the books that I wanted to go with, that I decided to go with for this, the first one is The Hobbit. I was going to pick Lord of the Rings, but everyone would be like, oh, that's cheap, that's 3 books. Although realistically it's not 3 books, it was meant to be a single book. It was actually meant to be 2 books, and it was supposed to be tied in with the Silmarillion, but the publishers decided not to publish that one because it's fucking boring as hell. And they decided to break it up into 3 books on the Lord of the Rings series. So, just out of fairness, I am actually going to pop in The Hobbit, which is another outstanding book. I read this book countless times growing up. As my dad read it to me when I was a kid. I've read it probably 10 times in my life, so I know it's got some life to it. So I definitely would read The Hobbit. The other books, I kind of had a hard time with this one, but I decided on The Bourne Identity. Super good book. I actually, one of the few movies that I enjoyed. Um, what came out of the movie itself. So I think I picked Born Identity. Especially now, it's been a while since I've read it, and I know it's a trilogy. I'd only get the first one, but the first one is super good and really sets the tone. I think the second, and the third ones, and the fourth, and all the later ones weren't nearly as good. So I'd pick The Hobbit and The Born Identity for my books. Next up are songs. This one's super hard as well. All of these are really hard to pick like specifics. You know, it's hard to pick two because you don't really just have two favorites, but and you really don't even have top two favorites. It's hard to even rank. At least for me, it was to come up with like a ranking system because really it's just a large group of songs. But I decided to go with a couple songs that are my faves for sure, and it's a good variety of kind of a nice slow kind of chill song and a cool upbeat song. So my chill song would be "The Luckiest" by Ben Folds. It was a song that we danced to at our wedding. It's always been one of my favorite songs. It's a super good song, great lyrics, really solid song. Second song, I kind of wanted to pick something that was a little bit more rap, a little more upbeat, fun to listen to. Went with Quality Control from Jurassic 5. I love the entire album Quality Control, but I do think that the title track was my favorite and probably the most listenable, and also the most recognizable for those of you guys that listen to Jurassic 5. But definitely would rock that. I think as my two songs. You can't go wrong with all sorts of songs. Shit, I mean, you hear tons of songs that you love now. Like I love right now. I love the Gautier song. I love fucking another new Ben Folds song. So yeah, plenty of good stuff. But I went with some more classic stuff. All right, moving on. Movies, another super hard one, but fun to think about this one. And I did the same kind of concept where I wanted to kind of break out a little bit so that I wouldn't have two of the same movie types. I kind of wanted to think a little bit about the types of movies. Special list bonus. Sick little runs here on this C flag by AOI. But I wanted to kind of go with a couple different genres so that I could get a good mix so that I wouldn't get too sick of them. And then movies that I've watched a ton. First movie, I had a hard time picking out an action movie. But I think that my favorite, at least recently, and the one that sticks in my mind is what I would want, would be Dark Knight. Really good movie, really well acted, especially obviously by Heath Ledger. And I think I'd go with that. I think I'd go with that with my first movie. My second movie, I'd probably rock Swingers. Probably my all-time favorite comedy. That and Dumb and Dumber. Both really good comedies, really classic comedies too. You can't go wrong with something like Hangover or Zoolander, or there's a bunch of stuff that I think I would really enjoy still. But I think I'd have to rock with Swingers as my all-time classic line movie. Which leaves the best to last, obviously. Two Women. Man, Two Women is probably going to be difficult to handle in the first place, but hell, it's fun to think about it in a fantasy land. So, my Two Women, I'm going to rob the cradle, kind of. Be that pervy old man. There you can see Stewie and A-Wine capping like they always do. But, going to pull the pervy old man out of the hat here, and I think I'd rock Selena Gomez as my number one for sure. Just because she seems like she'd be fun to hang out with. She seems, kind of down to earth, sweet, whatever, hot, kind of girl next door, rocking with her. Plus, the other thing I was thinking, it sounds kind of stupid, but she's got a good voice, so fuck, if I want her to sing to me or something, mix that up with the song side of things, you know, seen some awesome movies like Monte Carlo and such, if you could act out movies for me, I'm sure it'd be like top notch. But anyway, yeah, sorry, I'm stupid. But that'd be my first, and I think my second. And this is Awine's answer, but I think it's the obvious answer. And it'd be Kate Upton, pretty much the hottest chick in the world, with a bullet right now, no doubt about it. Number one, by a significant margin, absolutely gorgeous, ridiculously hot, um, super young, totally legit, everything. So that's who I'd rock for my women. Yeah, that's the only chance I'd ever have at answering something like that. So I'd rock that. Swimsuits. I've seen her, and I've seen Kate in a swimsuit, and we'd be on a beach the entire time, and that I wouldn't get sick of that. No, there's zero chance you get sick of that. I mean, if you are, then you should probably be bringing dudes instead of girls. But yeah, so we got a couple seconds left here. A1 killed it. So tell me what you guys think. 2 books, 2 movies, 2 songs, 2 girls. Let me know. Sick win by A-Wine. Top of the lobby, it looks like, for him. I don't know what he says at the end of his commentary. Something about fucking rapping cocks and boners would probably be appropriate. But I'm going to say comment, rate, love, hate. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching. Keep watching. Road to Gold. We're almost done.